One of the biggest language learning myths is that if you live abroad, you will, by default, automatically become fluent. It's not true, and there are a few different reasons why it's not true. We think that when you go and live in another country, you're just going to automatically start getting all of these speaking in situations and environments where you have so many friends and you just step out of your comfort zone all the time, and you're having all this back and forth with all of the local people. You're on the street, so the words just start coming into your ear, and your mind starts processing the language, and everything just starts to connect. Yeah, everything just starts to work, and everything just seems to be okay in the language, and you just pick it up like it just happens. No, it's the biggest language learning myth for a few reasons. So I'm going to introduce to you what are these reasons and why it's not true living abroad is the best way for you to develop your English language and English communication skills. Okay, the first reason is sticking to your comfort bubble. So when you stick to your comfort bubble, it means that one, you only actually spend time with other people from the same country as you and speak the same language. So you actually avoid ever having to speak in that target language that you're living in. So for example, when I go to Spain, and if I'm just find English friends and just speak with my English friends, do you think my Spanish is going to improve? Of course it isn't. No, it's only going to improve if I'm able to make friends and connect with the local people. And then that way I'm going to start hearing more Spanish, I'm going to have more conversations with Spanish people, and I'm going to develop my ability to connect with these people. How do you do that? There's normally just one way. If you are a student at university, sure, by joining clubs and attending certain lessons and lectures and moments where you're forced to interact in a group, then that's going to be useful because you're getting active practice. But in many cases, we study by ourselves, we only hang out with people from our own country and that speak our own language. There's nothing wrong with that, it's very normal, but I'm just talking about whether that's going to be the most beneficial way to develop your language skills. So if you are sticking to your comfort bubble, you don't push yourself to join communities and join classes or go to any event where you're gonna actually have to be using this language. This is really difficult and frustrating for a lot of learners, because the more we don't interact in that language, the more we start building the pattern of fear. Okay, then once we don't take moments to start